Coming to theaters soon is a story about a group that was supposed to take over the wrestling industry, but unfortunately was plagued by injuries, regrets, plagued by the booking of Paul Levesque. This summer we bring to you the scariest story ever told. The curse of the Vision. My eyes. Oh, my bad, y'all. I thought I lost my vision. Man, to say the Vision needed glasses would be an understatement. The way these guys being booked, man, they need some binoculars to even come close to this faction working. Now, y'all tell me, should we call this a faction or an accident? Should we call this a faction or a fracture? Should we call this a faction or just a good old waste of everybody's time? All these months down the drain, now think about how it all started. We got Paul Heyman turning on Roman Reigns and CM Punk at Wrestlemania, joining Seth Rollins. Then we got Seth Rollins getting injured. Braun Breaker turning on Seth Rollins. Then we got the Masked Man. Then we got another Masked Man. And then we got Braun Breaker getting injured weeks before WrestleMania. This group is cursed. The creative just needs to quit now. It's kind of reminding me of the time when I got fired and I started collecting unemployment. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because it's just not working. Triple H and the guys at Creative just needs to start from scratch. People keep asking me if Braun Breaker is going to be healthy and recover in time for WrestleMania, and honestly, if you ask me, he needs to just sit this one out. Instead of rushing him back, risking another injury, WWE needs to slow down and basically reinvent Braun Breaker. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but he needs to be placed in some storylines that actually mean something. He needs to be booked way stronger than he has been. There is no reason in the Royal Rumble you got people like Mr. Iguana, Otis, even El Grande Americano lasting longer than Braun Breaker. This is someone that's supposed to be one of your future top stars. Now, speaking of WrestleMania, according to Dave Meltzer, there's some internal conflict in WWE right now because the WrestleMania 42 card keeps changing. Dave Meltzer also reported that people are upset because the pre-sale for this year WrestleMania is down a whopping 18% compared to last year. And honestly, if you're watching this product, you are not surprised by this. At least last year we knew it was John Cena last WrestleMania. Even though it was horrible, we knew he was turning heel and we knew something was going to happen between him and Cody. And a lot of people thought the final boss was coming back. This year you have absolutely nothing. I don't want to hear about Roman Reigns and CM Punk being the main event because WWE is doing what they always do. The lazy Levesque booking of having two big names instead of building some compelling storylines that we can actually look forward to for WrestleMania. I said this on my live. That's what made CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's story so crazy. You got the bracelet. You got the two people getting personal. Roman Reigns and CM Punk doesn't feel personal. Roman Reigns plans to show up 5 dates before WrestleMania, and he's only probably gonna wrestle one of the matches, if that. Now, we all know TKO is $3 billion in debt. The last thing they want to hear is the pre-sale down 18% from last year. The last thing they want to hear is Raw on Netflix has fallen out the top 10. Man, if you ask me, Triple H is reminding me of a crab that's about to get cooked. Man, the boy's in hot water. Now, speaking of Netflix in 2026, Raw on Netflix guaranteed us a few things. 1, boring storylines. 2, a ridiculous amount of ads. 3, a whole bunch of botches. And if you ask me, it's embarrassing. It's to the point where I don't know if I'm watching professional wrestling or a broke clock. The timing of some of the spots these guys are doing is way off. Hey, producer, run the clip.
Okay. All crying.
Now, this Royce Keys situation is getting weirder and weirder by the day. It all started when Royce Keys signed with WWE and made his entrance at the Royal Rumble. Nobody thought he was going to win or anything crazy like that, but when he showed up, he didn't look like a jobber. So at the time, things felt like they was on an up and up for Royce Keys. Then the rumors started. He took a picture with Triple H. Triple H has yet to post it on social media. Some people even said he went directly to the photographer after taking the picture and demanded he deleted it from his camera immediately. Then after that, he was supposed to show up on Raw. That didn't happen. Then he was supposed to show up on Crackdown. That didn't happen. Then he was supposed to show up on Raw. That happened yesterday. Again, that didn't happen. No appearances, no vignette packages, no mention from Michael Cole or anyone in WWE about the big debut of Royce Keys. So it got a lot of people asking and wondering what's going on. Then just scrolling through the internet, I come across this Dave Meltzer information. Meltzer dropped a story that shocked a lot of people. He reported that Royce Keys isn't 35 years old like everyone thought. He's actually 41. Up until now, records show that he was born in 1991. But when people dug into it, there's no record of his real name, William Hobson, being born in California in 1991. There is, however, a record from 1985. So in reality, Royce Keys is 41 years old. Now, this caught a lot of people off guard, including me. I'm not even gonna lie. Everyone thought Royce Keys was around 35 years old, but he's 41? Now things even get weirder. WWE had him enter the Royal Rumble at number 14, which so happens to be the reverse of 41. You can't tell me somebody in WWE isn't trolling. Then in Royce Keys' documentary on YouTube, Cody Rhodes walks up and literally says, "Man, don't believe anything this guy says. I'ma show y'all."
Don't believe a word he's saying. Don't believe a word he's saying. This is not the music that I wanted to hear. No, this is not it.
Man, you can't make this up. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do you think Royce Keys got real heat with WWE backstage? Did WWE think the guy was 35, then found out later on he was 41? None of it makes sense. Why would Triple H take a picture, then not upload it on social media? Why would they not even mention Royce Keys and then on Raw or Crackdown? It makes no sense if you ask me. Like I told y'all, Royce Keys went to Royce Freeze because Triple H gave him the cold shoulder. Then he went from Royce Freeze to Royce Overseas because it felt like WWE got on a plane and left him in Saudi Arabia. Then he went from Royce Overseas to Royce G's. G meaning for grandpa. When bro said he was coming to WWE to make history, he didn't lie, and he already made history. This guy is the first wrestler to age 6 years in 7 days. This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Now, Raw started off with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, probably the most cringe promo you'll ever see in your life. And I would call Becky Lynch Becky cringe, but that wouldn't be fair because AJ Lee was a part of the cringe fest that we seen yesterday. Now, they booked a match for AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title. And let me guess, Becky Lynch is going to win the match and she's going to cheat just so they could book the same match at WrestleMania 42. Then AJ Lee is gonna have a WrestleMania moment, just like her husband is having a WrestleMania moment. Great! This sucks! My God, this sucks! You mean to tell me AJ Lee is about to go over Becky Lynch? AJ Lee hasn't had a singles match in 10 years. What, dog, where else in the world does this happen? Where somebody is out the profession for a decade? then go over on somebody that's been in the profession the whole decade, that's been working day in, day out, week in, week out, through injuries. Next, you got the Usos going over Otis and Tozawa, and just like I said with the Becky Lynch and AJ Lee stuff, why will casual people tune into this crap? It makes absolutely no sense. Otis and Tozawa should have never been in the ring with the Usos. They have been booked like jobbers for the past few years. You got Tozawa literally crying in the middle of the ring. There's people in the Super Bowl that lost the Super Bowl yesterday was not crying, but Tozawa's crying because he's so distraught. You've been booked like a jobber consistently for the past few years. You should have never even been in a ring with the champions, let alone have the titles. What are you crying about? After the match, you got Jimmy Uso grabbing a mic and saying, hey brother, you need to go into the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Why isn't Jimmy Uso trying to get in a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber? The booking makes no sense. WrestleMania used to be the most important thing on this earth if you're a professional wrestler. How does Jimmy Uso don't even care about being in WrestleMania, don't even care about getting a shot of being in the main event, getting a shot at the grand prize? Why you even step in the square circle to begin with? Next, you got another cringe segment from Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, and Stephanie Valkyrie. They're trying to make Dominic Mysterio into Eddie Guerrero, and it's just not working. Dominic Mysterio's fired, but we need to get the Intercontinental Championship off the guy. The Intercontinental Championship actually needs to be vacated. Just put it on the shelf, you know, up there with the Street Profits. Put it on the shelf. This title doesn't get showcased. It doesn't get talked about. It doesn't get defended. You mean to tell me you got a locker room full of wrestlers in the back and nobody's hollering at Adam Pearce for a shot at the Intercontinental title. Nobody talked to Adam Pearce. They even tried to be a #1 contender. The title is doing nothing but collecting dust. Next, you got Rhea Ripley going over Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Now in a triple threat match to get in the Elimination Chamber. It was, dog, can you book anything more predictable than this? Like, it's like, who's gonna win? Roman Reigns, Tozawa, or El Grande Americano in a triple threat match? I don't know. Like, give me a break! Same softball every single pitch. WWE Creative is a bunch of idiots. The overbooking of Rhea Ripley needs to stop immediately. I guess the best thing about this is she didn't come out with Io Sky, hugging her, carrying her to the ring, then to the back. That was the best thing about this match. We got a 1-week break of not seeing Io Sky and Rhea Ripley hugging on each other. After that, you got CM Punk and Finn Balor in a segment that was nothing but a waste of time. I don't know why why are we doing CM Punk and Finn Balor in Chicago? Like, dog, does anyone think that Finn Balor has any type of chance? If you couldn't beat him in your home state when you was in Ireland or wherever you was at, you're gonna beat CM Punk in Chicago? Why are we doing this? You mean to tell me all you gotta do is attack CM Punk, then you get a shot at the title? None of this makes sense. They're not even trying to be creative. They're not even trying. Click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste. In what sport you can have a losing record like Finn Balor, then you get back-to-back shots at the title, only in Disneyland, aka WWE. Not in UFC, not in boxing, not in no other sport. You could be a complete jobber. You could have one of the highest losing records in single competition, and let's give him a shot at the title. This is why people tune out. This is why when I tell people I watch professional wrestling, they look at me like I got two heads. Next, you got Natalie and Maxine Dupree in a match, and I guess this was cool. By the time we got to this, it was just like, I'm so over the show. I'm so drained of boredom that I couldn't even enjoy this. I like Natty. the low-key legend. I like her theme music. I like everything she's doing. Next, you got Javon Evans and the original El Grande Americano going over on the other El Grande Americanos. Javon Evans keeps fighting the El Grande Americanos. They're doing the same stuff every week. Dog, how do you have a talent like Javon Evans? He had the spot of the night. If Javon Evans had a little bit of storyline going, this would be so much better. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Unfortunately, he's stuck in the El Grande Americano vortex. After that, you had LA Knight winning his qualifying match. Austin Theory gets jobbed again. Penta, he loses almost every singles match. Every match that means something. What are we doing with Penta? I don't know why Penta and Rey Fenix aren't a tag team when the tag team division is suffering. Penta and Rey Fenix versus the Usos at Wrestlemania. How hard is it to book? Let me know in the comments what you think about that, man. Dog, this episode of Raw was straight trash truck juice. There is no excuse for the low effort and creative. No, I'm sorry. There's absolutely no effort in creative. They are wasting gas money. People are wasting their money buying tickets. They are wasting paper and pen when they're really writing this down. They're not even writing anything down. This is the same stuff every week. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. They're using ChatGPT, Triple GPT, malfunctioning, putting out the same prompts, generating the same responses. It's frustrating watching this show. This is like the worst way you could start off your week. I'm going to holler at y'all Wednesday on Dynamite, man. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a fire show. Tony Khan been cooking. Let's try to go 3 weeks in a row of a very, very, very solid Dynamite. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the Royce Keys situation. What you think about Raw on Netflix. What you think about Paul Levesque. Oh, yeah, The Vision. Brian Breaker's out, man. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to holler at y'all in the comments. It's Bobby Monsoon. To fight, like, comment, subscribe.